food crap.
Lay's did a recall. The
Yeah.
potato chips company.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing I could think of talking today. I don't know. I think I've been
You know, there was a
brain
plane
dead.
crash in the United States.
No,
So there is things to talk about. You just don't know what they are.
I guess I don't look for it properly. Is this mic position okay? Oh, okay.
So there's a plane crash. Well, last night actually in the Potomac River,
Wait, so today is
January 30th.
January 30th, or just so that people know that.
Yeah, so there's a
What
plane
day?
crash. A U.S. Army helicopter, Black Hawk, crashed into not a commercial jet, but like a flight, like a normal flight. And I think 68 people were killed. So that's big news. It's terrible, right? Canada, Trump said that he will impose 25% tariffs on Canada starting on February 1st. Oil and gas may be excluded. So that's a big deal. Canada continues to be run by imbeciles, right? So that's a big deal. And America continues to deport illegal aliens and criminals, violent criminals, at record pace. That's big news. Our dollar is plummeting, right? AI is taking over the world,
Oh,
and you need to unplug from the matrix.
I have an AI
Oh, what happened?
talk.
What?
I forgot, but there's a robot. Talking, I forgot about it. Hang on, it'll come back to me. But I know it was a cool AI topic, but I forgot already. But robot, somebody, I don't know who, but somebody made a robot, and so that it could hitchhike.
What? Why the hell would you do that?
A hitchhiking robot or something,
Why would you do that?
or like it could walk.
Well, lots of robots can walk. That's
Okay,
not special.
so
But the hitchhiking part is mental.
it's either hitchhiking or walking robot. Same thing. But point
You know?
the
Yeah.
the point of the robot was there wasn't really no point, just to see how far it can go.
Well, here's interesting. You remember in the States?
Wait, I'm not done though.
Oh, sorry.
And the robot went through Canada and then somewhere in Europe
What is that? I've never heard of this.
and
What are you
other
talking
places. It was a really, really small startup company that did it. And then the moment it entered the US, guess how long it lasted?
Somebody shoot at it?
Guess how long it lasted?
A couple days?
2 weeks.
Why?
Somebody destroyed it.
Look.
Isn't that horrible?
Yeah.
It went through Canada, no problem. It just walked. I think it walked. I don't know if it hitchhiked. It walked through Canada, walked through Europe. Moment it lands in America, these people that put it in America destroyed within 2 weeks.
It doesn't surprise me.
And those poor people's, not poor people, but like,
Well, somebody.
I feel bad for those people.
The investors, right?
Yeah, investors, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's lots of bad things we can say about America. There's lots of good things. Right now, there's a lot of bad things we can say about Canada. Not too many good things. You know what? There's a saying. It says, "May we live in interesting times," and that's where we live. You know what I'm saying? We live in interesting times. Some scary, some not so scary. Well, it's gonna be interesting. So, what do you see? Do you have any computer or AI related things at work that are taking your job? Or are you leveraging AI at all? Not really.
Not really, just because it's a small company.
Small company. But
We
your boss might be. Like, aren't they leveraging Adobe or whatever for rendering pictures and stuff?
yes,
Art?
she does that stuff, but I don't dabble in that, so I don't know.
Oh, maybe you should
But
start.
I don't know if it's in my interest.
Oh.
But she does, so I guess she does like computer robot, not robot, but AI stuff. I did propose like connecting the Google released notebook.
Yeah, Google Notebook LM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
We're gonna start using that.
Like how?
I don't know. I need to look into it.
So if people listening, if you don't know what Google Notebook LM is, if you just use your regular Google account and you type in to the search bar Google Notebook LM, what you can do is you can take entire documents, right? So you get like, this will be interesting to do. How when you sign on to new software, you usually copy paste the new terms and conditions into Google Notebook LM and say, tell me the things I should be worried about, and it will tell all things in this software stuff. I mean, you still have to click I agree if you want to use the software, but it it takes all these different sources of material, and it can kick out whatever you want. I use it all the time for when I'm investigating public and private companies at work. So any public information I can upload into the Google Notebook LM, and I'll say, hey, tell me what the last, I think I said this before, tell me what the last revenue was for this company. Spits it out in about 5 seconds. Whereas a year ago, I would have had to like gone through the internet and gone through company financials and search for it and search for it and search for it. Would take a long time. Now
So it's
it takes about 5 seconds.
So it's basically ChatGPT, but for Google,
No,
but through Google.
no. It's not going to this big data, like this big database. It's just looking at the documents that you have uploaded. So
Oh,
it's not
okay,
as
okay,
not as
okay.
big.
Got it.
It's not as big as ChatGPT. ChatGPT, if you pay, you can get it to do the same thing, but on the free version you can't. Well, Google Notebook LM is free, so it'll do that even without you having to pay, right?
Hmm.
The other thing that I use a lot that I find as a search engine now, I don't even use Google, is Perplexity. Do you know Perplexity? So Perplexity, you can type in whatever you're searching for, um, and it will give you not only the results, but it'll give you background of the results, and it'll give you the links, and you just go from there. It's really cool. I use it all the time. I use Google. I use Google when I'm looking for very simple stuff, and I use Perplexity when I'm searching for more detailed answers and more detailed results with the links that I need to go to. So it's pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff out there, right? And it's all about, so doing a lot of that stuff would have taken me hours, even just a year ago, would have taken me hours. Now the same job only takes me 5 minutes, right? So now I spend more of my time creating models and stories for the customer and less time looking for the crap I need to put into the story, right? So it's so much faster. It's crazy. My job is so much faster and more fun now. And then when I have ideas, if nobody in my company is available to brainstorm, I'll brainstorm again, only public information and ideas, but I'll brainstorm with the AI. It's really cool. I don't need anybody to bounce ideas off of anymore, really. Although it's nice to talk to people. So I don't get a lot of human interaction except for on the computer screen. So I'm going crazy.
You will go crazy.
I did meet with my very, very good friend that I've had a friend from an oil company I used to work for, and she now works at an airline. Um, and so I meet with her every now and then. She's doing great. So that human interaction that you need every now and then, because I work exclusively from home unless I'm on a business trip. Yeah, I miss that.
Yeah,
I miss that. But it is what it is. I'm very, very busy, so that's okay.
that's good.
What was I gonna say? Oh, you talked about the robot that could run. It was running around the world.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. So when we lived in Saudi Arabia, women couldn't drive. I think they can drive now. They can drive now,
they can
but
drive now. Yeah.
they couldn't drive. So you'd be in like the gnarliest traffic ever. Okay, bumper to bumper. You couldn't open your doors. Is 6 lanes of traffic where only three should be.
Yeah.
And you'd look over. Sometimes it'd be like a 10-year-old kid driving a Suburban,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Because his grandmother's in there. She probably has to go to the doctor, and nobody's around to drive, and the women can't drive, right? And so I remember one time I'm driving, and I'm just thinking they could use robots there now, but now they have self-driving cars. They don't even need robots. I was just thinking, right? So I'm driving along, but then, and it's bumper to bumper traffic, and I'm swearing like crazy. But then I look over, and there's this little kid. I think he's sitting on phone books or whatever, because there's no way he could be able to, like, he's tiny.
Mm.
He's tinier than you. And I look over, and he's just driving like this, and I look, and his grandmother with the burqa, or whatever the hell it's called, on. And And then he's right next to me. And so I roll down the window. But then I'm like, hey, kid. And he looks at me and he doesn't speak English. I'm like, hey, open it. And he rolls down the window. I'm like, dude, how old are you in English? And he goes, blah, 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 in Arabic. I don't know. I said, how are you driving that truck? It's car. It's a big Suburban. Right? Beat the piss out of it. It's got dents and it looks like crap. It looks like somebody rolled over it with a tank, but he's driving it. Right? But then I'm like, hey, this is bumper to bumper traffic. That kid's actually doing pretty freaking good. So I was like, man, whatever. Probably no insurance on the car, no nothing. But I thought, as you were saying that, because when we left, women could just start to drive. And I was just thinking, hey, wait a minute. They could use robots. But I don't know how self-driving cars would do in that kind of traffic. Dude, it's crazy.
It would have to be more aware. Its awareness needs to be increased.
Yeah, and you'd have to teach it to swear.
I don't think I need to do that.
F you, right? Because people are not going to get out of the way for a robot. I like, how aggressive would it be? Could you like, would it have aggressive driving settings where you could put like aggressive driving 10?
How would people know if it's a robot?
Well, because there's nobody in the driving seat.
Well, then, Dad, you can put a fake person in the windshield. You can make the windshield a screen. Now it looks like there's a person sitting there.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, but it's still a robot driving. It's still self-driving.
It is, but now you don't need a robot to swear. The person will look over and then look into the driving seat, and it'll just look like another person driving.
But can you still have aggressive driving settings, right? So if you're in Saudi Arabia, where it's 6 lanes of traffic in 3, right? Can you like amp it up to a 10? And then on a Sunday morning, you amp it down, you bring it down to a 3, so it drives like grandma. And then on the rush hour, you bring it back up to a 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, how does it know how to be aggressive? Because that you remember, you remember some driving there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
I got car sick all the time.
Well, you stop, go, and you're swerving because you don't want to get hit by the Indian guy that can't drive, and he's from the old country, and I don't even know if he can see. And his what do you call it? His house, like they treat him like crap, so he doesn't care. He just drives the car, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They treat everybody like
Indentured
crap there.
servitude, at best slavery, at worst, right? It's guys just driving these cars. I don't even, right? And the guys that work at the DMV in Saudi, they're all Indian too. So I think they just, well, actually, I don't think that, I know because I saw it. They would just pay each other money and they get their driver's license. I don't even think they had driver's licenses.
That's crazy. That's dangerous.
I don't know how it is now. I think might be a little bit better, but
I mean, it's open for tourism now, isn't it?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
I guess. I don't know. I just thought it might be more strict with that kind of stuff.
They might be, or not. Who knows? Right?
Yeah.
But I remember I was so mad at this. We were driving on what's it called, by the ocean?
The coast?
Well, no, yeah, it's the coast, but there's a word for it. By not the souk, whatever the hell it's called. But anyway, there's so many cars. It was a Friday night. I don't know why we went down there. We must have been on drugs. And I got so mad at some old Saudi guy. I wasn't on drugs.
You were not on drugs.
I got so mad at some Saudi guy driving next to me, driving like a wanker. I honked the horn for like 20 minutes straight. Okay? And it blew the horn out.
Yours?
Yeah, my horn. Right?
The Mazda?
Yeah. So then, I didn't know it blew the horn out, but the next day, I'm driving the car to work, and I needed the horn, and the freaking horn wouldn't work. I must have blown it out, because I just let him have it for like 20 minutes straight, right? And everybody's looking, and I'm just laying on the horn for I literally blew the horn out. It cost me like $500 to replace. At Mazda.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
This is my first time hearing
It's
this
crazy.
story.
It was so crazy. Man, we saw the one guy get killed. It was nasty.
Oh. I don't think I don't know if I can leave that in there.
We got one guy get unalived by accident.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I didn't witness that. You did.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice. I wouldn't want to see that again. Coming out of the department store and there's an unalived dude sitting there. Not sitting there, laying there. It's crazy. Right? Head through the windshield. Crazy stuff. But I mean, you saw accidents and stuff all the time, right?
Yeah, and they don't wear seatbelts there too.
They don't wear seatbelts. I can't tell you the number of people that we would get emails at work and would say, whoever's, so and so was killed on the weekend, and then you Google it, right? And he was killed because he was driving the car at
You
8
can't say
million
that word
miles
on
an hour,
YouTube.
and he was unalived by accident because he was driving 8 million miles an hour in his Hyundai Excel or whatever the hell they're called, and he crashed into the back of a semi trailer, took his head right off. It happened all the time, and I'm not even being what? Oh, guess up.
Exaggeration.
I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I like driving here better. Yeah,
I do too.
I don't get too upset here very often.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the way it is. So, I think count your blessings. You're not driving in a lunatic. Well, even we went to Jordan. Were you in Jordan with us? Even the driving there was pretty crazy. Not as bad, but it was getting there, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention because I was just getting car sick because I sat at the very
Well,
back of the SUV.
yeah, because I didn't drive, did I?
Because no, we had the tour
The
guide.
driver, yeah, and he was driving like a madman. And it took so long driving through the mountains, and they were all twisty and windy.
But the coffee place that we stopped at,
Oh, the little one on the side of the road?
that was so good.
That was crazy, dude, because we go off the main road, and we're in these almost mountains, and this dirt road. I don't even, like, there's sheep on the road. Like, remember? There was nothing. It was like some road that you were afraid the terrorists are going to jump out and kill you. And then,
Yeah.
right out of nowhere, there's this little shack about 6 feet wide, 6 feet tall, and about 4 feet deep. And this old man sitting there, and he's making coffee. Remember?
Yeah, Arabic coffee.
It was nuts.
That was so
And we
good.
stopped and got some.
I was like, this better not kill me because the shack looked nasty.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't think the water he uses is clean, but you had some.
Yeah, and it was good.
Yeah.
It tasted healthy.
That's weird. But you would never drink the water from a place like that, but you drank the coffee.
And I didn't get sick, which is good.
Well, probably because they boil it.
Well,
Right.
boiling doesn't make it safe. Like,
Of course it does. You
not
boil
all
water.
the time. Like if you go to Peru, they boil the water for you. Like if you get the hiker guides to do it,
Yeah.
and a lot of people get sick even though
still
they
get
boil
sick?
it. Like stomach bug or whatever.
Well, you have to boil it for a certain amount of time.
It's high altitude.
High altitude, right? So the temperature's going to be less, so you have to boil it for a longer time. There's a lot of different things about boiling water to make it safe. But that's why if you're a smart hiker, you're going to take one of those water purification, either tablets or
Yeah.
the thing that like the straw.
Our friend is going and in May to hike
Yeah.
up Machu Picchu or something.
Yeah,
And
you have to take that stuff.
so I was like, don't forget your straw.
Yeah, no
The
kidding.
filter
Don't
straw.
take two or three of them, right?
Yeah. So hopefully she doesn't get sick. But you have to like poop in a bucket and everything. And they got the guy who, so you got two guys. One guy's carrying everything.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to mountain climb with stuff on your back.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
So he's carrying everything. The other guy is
He's there
the
to
porta
make-
potty carrier.
You have to crap in a bucket?
You crap in a bucket. So there's a bucket and there's a plastic bag apparently. And you poop in it.
that
Everybody's just pooping in the bucket.
Is that so they have to carry their waste down the mountains?
Yeah,
So
you're
they
not allowed to leave your crap because it's a World Heritage, right?
So both figuratively and literally, you can't leave your crap up there.
You can't. So this guy, he's in charge of literally carrying your crap up and down the mountain
I wouldn't want that
for a
job.
few days.
So if I'm going to tip one of the two of them, I'm tipping the crap holder guy.
Well, the other guy's carrying your sleeping bags,
I don't
And-
care. I'm tipping the crap guy. That's all I'm saying.
and it's gross because you're pooping on top of somebody else's poop.
This
Literally,
conversation went real brown real fast.
It's literally a porta potty, but with no not brown, no blue, no blue tablets,
No pucks?
no pucks, nothing. It's
Dude. Okay, I wanted to go to Machu Picchu. I'm not going anymore.
You can get the bus thing to take you up there.
Does the bus have a toilet or you have to crap in a bag in there too?
Oh, the bus ride is what, like 2-3 hours, isn't it?
His train too.
Oh, no, there's a train.
Hawaii, have you been there?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
been there.
Did you have to crap in a bucket?
He remembers throwing up.
Oh, what, from car sickness or food?
Yeah, high altitude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people say, even going to Denver, they say they get sick. I don't get sick when I go to Denver. I've been there a lot, but I don't get sick. But some people do. It's a mile high.
Hmm.
But
I didn't know that.
I never have. But I don't think I've ever been to a really high altitude like that. When I was younger, maybe climbing mountains when I was sheep hunting, but that's not.
Yeah.
It didn't make me sick. Made me nervous for bears, but not sick.
Oh, can I tell you about my dream?
Uh-oh.
I was out in the cabin or something with Mutsu and his family, but his dad wasn't there because his dad was at work or something. And Mutsu and I were hiking around the cabin area because we're in, like, there's forests and other stuff around. And then I saw a black bear and I was like, oh, Mutsu, there's a bear. And then I was like, we need to turn around. And I look over and I didn't even turn my head all the way and I see more bears. And then we're surrounded by like 50 black bears and they're about to charge us. And I'm like, I need the bear spray. And I never used a bear spray before. So in my dream, I somehow figured out how to use it and I bear sprayed. But then a moose came and charged at us instead.
So you traded 50 bears for a moose?
A moose came and started charging at us. So I used the bear spray at the moose. But then the moose wouldn't run away. So Moose is like, it just needs a little petting.
Okay, first of all, moose will charge you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I
Okay,
used the
second
bear
of all,
spray.
50 bears probably won't. They probably all run away. So I've been hunting where you're on a like a wheat field, and they're big, quarter section. And in that corner over there, you'll see 4 or 5 bears sitting there eating, hay, straw. And in that corner over there, you'll see 4 or 5 bears. And in that corner, you'll see 4 or 5 bears. And in that corner, you'll see 4 or 5 bears. Like, if you go to northern Alberta, that's literally what you see. If you sit on the right night, you just sit there and you want to see bears or shoot a bear, you just wait because they'll come out. They're all over the place. Like gophers. It's crazy. Bears, 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 bears. You want a bear rug? I'll take you. Easy. They stink. Gross. Disgusting. But they're there. Lots of them. But they don't charge you. They run away when they see you.
I know black bears do.
Yeah.
But in my dream, I guess they charged at us.
We had a moose charge us when we were calling it in a long time ago when I was a young man, teenager.
When I was
He
a
was
young
thrashing
man.
around, breaking stuff. I mean, when we call them in, they break stuff. But this one literally charged, ran at us. I guess charge is a little bit of a strong word, but ran right at us. Yeah, it was nervous. We had guns. I don't know why we were nervous, but we didn't even get a shot. It's crap in my drawers. That's why. I wish that guy from Machu Picchu was there. He could have helped me. When
Catch your crap.
he crapped in the bag. That would have been better. Holy crap. That was scary stuff. That was scary. The first time we called in a moose. I didn't. My buddy did. I was scared.
Yeah.
They're big animals up there. Holy crap. But yeah, the Machu Picchu guy, I should hire him to come moose hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta pay him good.
Yeah, I'll give him a tip. Don't eat yellow. See the snow? Don't eat any snow that's yellow.
He doesn't need that tip.
He doesn't need that tip. Well, he might not know. Oh, if he's been to Machu Picchu, there's snow there in this winter, right? Probably. I would imagine. It's pretty high
I
up.
would think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Never been there. So, lots of travels. Where are we going next?
Well, Mutsu and I are going to Portugal and Amsterdam. And maybe
Portugal?
Belgium?
What's right freaking next door?
Belgium.
You can go from Amsterdam to Belgium and not even know you've changed countries.
Yeah. I'm just going there for the waffles.
They don't
And
have
chocolate.
waffles in Belgium.
Yeah, they do. Oh, did you know they were the inventors of fries?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Who did you think invented them? The French?
Yeah, literally called French fries. Or I thought it could have been Americans. Like it could be. I thought it was an American thing, but it was Belgium.
Oh, I did
didn't
not
know
know.
that.
I've been to Belgium. I've been to Amsterdam.
And then Portugal.
I've never been to Portugal. Good. I think you'll have fun. Which part? Lisbon or what?
Porto.
South. That's the south?
I think north.
Why do you want to go there?
Because, well, it's one of the towns that one of the Ghibli movies were inspired by.
Oh, okay.
So I went through ChatGPT and I was like, what are some cool towns or cities I could visit that Studio Ghibli was inspired by? So we did a big look, and then there's a few places in France that I want to go and visit, but I don't want to go to France. So I was like, where can I go? Portugal seemed interesting, and then Porto was on the list. And it's a walkable city, and apparently it's really, really nice and welcoming and warming compared to Lisbon.
Oh, cool.
And so you get to just drink port wine and eat good food, and
That's cool. Are you gonna travel by train all those places?
no, we're just gonna stay in Porto.
No. When you go from Amsterdam to Belgium to Portugal.
Oh no, so Amsterdam to Porto, we're going with Mutz's parents. And we're just taking the airplane.
Oh, you take that. Well, yeah, flights in Europe are cheap.
Yeah,
Sort of.
kind of.
Well, that's all right.
And then we go back to Amsterdam, and then Mutz and I are doing a day trip to Belgium and back.
Yeah, it's right there. If you rent a car, it'd take 10 minutes.
Yeah. We should do that when you go drop off when you go drop off.
I'm not
Kayla.
going.
You will.
We'll see.
You will.
I'm busy. I am freaking busy. I have to go to Chicago next week.
You will go. I know you're saying you won't, but I know you will.
Well, let's see. If the Canadian dollar doesn't go in the toilet, you should buy euro now. Maybe the dollar will go even worse than the toilet. It's so bad right now. Have you checked the exchange rate? Good luck. Everything's going to be triple.
1.5.
Yeah, $1.50 just
That's
to
the
get
same-
€1.
That's the same as the last time we went.
Oh,
But you
never
know
mind
what? I really appreciate the tipping culture thing isn't there as much as here. So you get to save 20 or 25% more.
then. Yeah.
So then it feels cheaper to go out to get food in Europe because there's no tipping culture.
I mean, you can tip, right?
You can't, it's an optional thing.
Yeah, here it's nuts, dude. It's expected.
Yeah.
And they make you feel so freaking guilty if you push no thank you.
Yeah.
Bastards.
I don't like it. But in Europe it's optional, and only one place that we went to in where did we go? Barcelona.
Oh, Barcelona, Spain.
Only one place asked if we wanted to tip, and we said yes. And so we looked at the tipping screen, and it was 1% tip.
What?
That was the option. I was like, okay, sure.
Are you serious?
1% tip it is.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Here they start at 15. That's so
Recently, it's been going up to 18. Like a
No, that
18.
they if you're not careful, they charge the tip on top of everything plus tax, right? Because they get to add in the tip piece at the store level. The card company doesn't do it, right? So they can program it however they want. So, I was at the Market Mall, and one of the coffee stores there, I did the math, right? I was like 15%. You wankers, you put 15% on top of the tax. So I said custom, and then I did 10% on the actual total. It's nuts, right?
Yeah, and then I also don't like when cafes. I know tipping baristas. I used to be a barista, okay, so I can speak on
It's
behalf
pronounced
of this.
barista.
Same thing, but I don't. Maybe it's just me, but people that didn't tip, and it's just one drink, that's fine. But if you're asking me to make you 4 or more drinks, I would appreciate a tip.
I'm not gonna tip you.
But like it's up to them, you know? But recently, when I go to a cafe and I want to buy one latte, which is about $4 or $5, and then tipping starts at $1, which is more than 15%.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Well, not only that,
I don't like
I'm
that.
sorry, but you didn't really go out of your way to make the drink. You're being paid $20 an hour, right?
Give or take, depending on the cafe.
Well, today it's about $20 an hour. But the point is,
But the point is for like being in that service industry and understanding what you have to do. You signed up for that job. If you want to tip me, thank you.
Hannah,
And if you don't want to tip me, that's fine. But start I don't know. To me, just starting
Hannah?
a tip at $1.
who deserves the tip? The crap bag holder or the barista? I'm going with the crap bag holder.
And depends on the world you live in.
Crap bag holder. If there's anybody that says that the barista deserves a tip more than the crap bag holder, they've never
But I
held a
never
bag
said
of
that
crap.
they do. I just said,
Have you ever held a bag of crap?
yeah,
Did you-
dogs.
Oh yeah, that's bad. But the dog can't tip you.
No, only with love.
Well, please get rid of the dog. For the love of all that is good and
Only
holy.
with love.
I wish we could get rid of that dog. Every time I vacuum, that our knucklehead dog brings in crap and stuff to his fur and his paws, and the carpet's all trashed. It drives me up the wall. Pay $1 million for a house and your dog craps it up.
Your house looks fine.
No, you can see it I have to vacuum all the time. He brings in all sorts of crap. Drives me crazy. Okay, in the news, get rid of your dog. See, he's barking. Why? He's an idiot.
Don't say that.
Oh, how about you and Mutsu find a new place to live and take the dog? Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, I just
knew
don't
that's
want to
what
be
you answered.
tied to a dog.
Yeah, neither do I.
I'm too
And the very
young.
people that we bought the dog for don't even live here.
That's not me. Disclaimer, that's not me.
They don't even live here.
Yeah. I
So
told you.
when your mom and I want to go to Europe for 2 weeks, we got to pay $1,000 or $1,500 to put that knucklehead dog in a kennel because the two people that said, "Oh, Dad, I'll take care of the dog forever," won't even be here.
Yeah. I know. I said that when you guys were talking
I'm
about
going to
it.
tell you, otoko wa tsurai.
Dad, I'm the smartest one in the family. I literally brought that up when you were talking. I said, so who's going to take care of the dog when you go to college and then you go to work?
Yeah,
And then
I got railroaded. I'm just saying, I got railroaded into that decision. I knew it was the wrong decision.
But he's a
It
good
upsets
dog.
me when I think about it.
He's a good dog.
I don't even know what that even means.
He's a good dog.
Define good.
Do you know how many people
Define good.
he doesn't poop or pee in the house.
Okay, if that's your measure of good, that's a freaking low bar. All right? Yeah?
Okay,
If you think about it, human beings poo and pee in the house.
technically yes. But
Yeah, see?
okay. I we should end it here, but I think
I think we should because it's getting me upset. We need to. Okay, anybody listening?
Ruger is a good dog.
we
I don't
are-
say that a lot for you know that. I don't say other dogs are good unless they are.
If you want a dog, please call.
Stop.
DM us.
No. This is a
Before-
joke.
It's not a joke. All right, then. Look,
Guys, my father does not like dogs. He was chased down by one before or something. I don't know what your trauma is.
I'll tell you that trauma next time. But it was traumatic. I don't like dogs.
Wait, tell us on this one because we're going
Well,
to
look.
forget about it next time.
When I was a very young child, maybe 2 or 3, my aunt or uncle, we were at one of my father's relatives' house, and a dog jumped up and like
A small one or a big one?
I don't know. I'm just told the story. Then my grandmother that lived out in BC had this piece of crap wiener dog. That thing was the meanest bastard I've ever. It was mean,
Okay.
right? And it would growl and bark and bite all the time. It damn near bit my sister's nose off. No word of a lie.
Holy crap.
I just hate dogs. So even to this day, I'll pet our dog, but if his teeth get anywhere near my hands, I can't stand it. It freaks me out.
I know that freaks you out because you go like this. Even
Yeah, I
though
hate it.
he's never bitten, but I know it's your instinct.
It's
But he's a good
I can't-
dog.
I can't do it. So I'm not particularly fond of dogs. I'm a little more comfortable around them now that we have one. And then the other problem is I don't pretend to be able to handle the dog at a dog park. If I call him, his recall is marginal,
Stop. I hate dog parks.
right? We don't go to dog parks often, but if he really needs to burn off energy, like once every 3 months, like he's getting that way right now.
I don't like dog
But the recall is marginal at best, but he's not dangerous. But there are people that can't recall their dog, and their dog is dangerous,
That's why I don't like dog parks.
Yeah.
It's not Ruger. It's the other dogs that
So
don't know.
Ruger will never attack a person. He'll never attack another dog.
Or a person.
But there are dogs that will attack people and other dogs,
Yeah, and they let people
and the owners don't know what to do, right?
and they
That's
allow
the
that
problem.
dog to go, and that's why I don't like dog parks, because that could traumatize your dog that is a friendly dog
And me.
and you, I guess. But then your dog that used to be friendly now has been attacked,
Yeah.
and now has this really
Now
bad
it's a problem.
behavior,
Yeah, now it's a
and now
problem.
it's a
You have to
problem that
train
you
it.
have
Now
to
you have
deal
to
with.
start all over and train him out of it, right?
That's why I don't like dog parks.
No, I get it. I
It's
get
a
it.
passion of mine, and every time I hear that
get
Ruger
it.
goes to a dog park,
You get a little wanky.
there steam comes out of my ears because I hate it. Because what if one wrong dog is at the wrong dog park at the same time? This dog that you don't like already, you're gonna not like it anymore. Like,
Yeah, so
it's gonna
dog
be
parks
horrible.
freak me out. I don't like them.
It's dangerous. I don't like it.
There is a dog park in Calgary that there's not many dogs at. The one, I don't know what it's
I
called.
know what you're talking about.
That one I'll go to because there's maybe 2 dogs there at the same time, 3 maybe. So I don't mind that place. But the ones that are really busy, I really don't like those places. There's too many crazy dogs and too many crazy people. I like to stay away.
It's true.
So, yeah, it is what it is.
Stay away
Art-
from dog parks.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Ruger has a really deep voice and he sounds scary. But I think if somebody broke into our house and he started barking, they would not die. They
No,
would.
because he just wants
He would
pets.
just lick them and ask them to rub his belly.
He would just roll
Lay on his back, hang his tongue out the side of his mouth,
Go away.
drool everywhere.
Go away.
It's crazy. Anyway, cool.
Well, thank
Good
you for
discussion. We'll figure something out. I think I'm gonna pay attention to more good news. We can talk about good news. There's some websites you can go to that it's all about good news and not bad news. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like to listen to like space news, NASA, and
Yeah,
photos
that's
and
true.
cool stuff.
Yeah, because politics is too stupid.
Sorry, politics is what?
Politics is stupid.
What's that? What's the S word that I'm hearing?
Crappy.
Okay, politics is crappy.
Yeah, it's no fun anymore. It's just silly. And so, anyway, good times. Thanks, sweetie.
Thank you for listening, and please do not take your dog to dog parks.
Have your pet spayed or neutered.
After 2 years, apparently.
Okay.
Okay, bye.